To Group 47 presentation for the case study 4 on Boeing. Our topic is the business issues in a complex and changing world. With my colleagues, Fasil Shafiq, Shamil Rasul, and Usman Shabir. And my name is Emmanuel Chukudi Ogbolu, standing as the group coordinator. And our presentation explores one of the world's most iconic aerospace companies, Boeing, that found itself in a crisis of credibility and capability. This research will examine the internal and external challenges Boeing faces, particularly those tied to safety, supply chain issues, and corporate culture. And our suggestion, however, would be to look at the way forward. And I'll be moving the next slide, which will be talking about the introduction to my colleague. Over to you, Basil.
Hello, myself Faisal Shafiq, and here we discuss about the Boeing. Boeing is a global aerospace giant, well known for its commercial aircraft like the 737 and the 787 Dreamliner Boeing 2025. It has played a pivotal role in shaping modern air travel. However, over the last decade, Boeing has suffered reputational and operational setbacks. The twin crashes of the 737 MAX in 2018 and 2019, resulting in 346 fatalities, were a tragic reminder of the risk of technological and managerial failure, said at 2024. These incidents, followed by regulatory scrutiny, production flaws, and cultural breakdown, make Boeing an ideal subject for exploring complex business challenges in the 21st century. And here, why Boeing? Because Boeing case is relevant because it reflects how global companies can falter when safety, ethics, and innovation are not balanced properly. The 737 MAX crisis symbolizes systematic issues in corporate governance, compliance, and leadership. Leadership accountability. Corner at 2024. Our approach is structured as follows. We examine academic and commercial data on Boeing crisis. We apply stakeholders analysis and SWOT frameworks. We identify evidence backed recommendation for future strategy. So now I will invite to my other colleague, Shamir Rasool.
My name is Shumar Rasul. Uh, I present a problem at Boeing. We find the core problems from our research as safety failure, quality control issue, corporate culture, and leadership. If I talk about safety failure, moreover, the recent reports of Boeing show issue with the technical operations at the company relates to the Starliner spacecraft and other aircraft. If I talk about quality control issues, the challenge faced in the 777X programs were multiple postponing that had made delay and are expected to deliver in the year 2026. Moreover, the 787 Dreamliner has faced problems with the fuselage and horizontal stabilizers that have results in the disruptions in the operations of the airlines. If I talk about corporate culture and leadership, this has led to setbacks in the operations and strikes in Boeing, affecting the defense sectors and functionality of the company. If I talk about regulatory and legal challenges, the company has faced intense examinations from the regulations of the various legal regulators like the Federal Aviation's administrations, which has imposed caps on the productions and groundings of certain aircraft models of Boeing. Moreover, due to safety lapses caused more of it due to safety lapse caused by various models of Boeing. The company is dealing with various legal claims, uh, prosecutions, calls, public trust, and market impacts. The incidents and the news of Boeing aircraft crashes have eroded the trust of the public. This had led to many customers can, canceling their booking, which has affected the finance of the company, resulting in the growth of many competitors like Airbus to attract more customers. The next part will present Usman.
Hello, good morning, everyone. So we are presenting our presentation. So I'll go through with that. So to analyze Boeing's decline and recovery path, I have used SWOT analysis and to map strategic positioning. We use the stakeholder analysis to evaluate external impact, and we use PESTLE analysis as well to briefly explain, especially for examining external pressure like economic shifts and regulation. These frameworks are relevant because they go beyond surface level problems and explore systematic vulnerabilities and opportunities. So when using the SWOT model, we can break down Boeing's position into four strategies, like for the strength and for the weaknesses and for the opportunities and for the threats as well. This framework helps identify leverage points for further strategies and contextualizes Boeing's decline and recovery potential. So, for the analysis of the challenges and issues of Boeing and to understand the impacts and future opportunities, an internal analysis of the company can help in the examination of the various problems. So, by using SWOT analysis, the company can analyze the factor affecting the growth company. So, when we go into the strength section, the diverse portfolio of the company includes the production of various aviation means that may majorly include commercial aeroplanes, defense systems, and various equipment for the exploration of space. Moreover, the company hold a huge history of innovation and expertise in aerospace engineering, for Meron in 2024. And for the weaknesses, we can say that the instability in the management and the shit in the focus of the team for short-term profits have resulted in various issues related to the cultural and strategic engineering of the company. The recent problem with the 777X programs and 787 Dreamliner have resulted in disruption in the operation of the company, it's showing in the slide like AP in 2024. So when the opportunities, the post-pandemic recovery for the commercial aviation sector can have many opportunities for the company to grow and re-establish its reputation. The rebuilding of a culture that prioritizes safety can help the company strengthen its internal processes and external reputation. So when we go to the threats, so there are also major competitors in the industry as well that make it more difficult for Boeing to regain the trust and reputation in the global market. The major competitor include emerging companies in China and Russia. There is also a threat to a financial stability of the company as the compensation for the legal claims is majorly related to crashes and safety issues. So when we go towards our next slides, like difficulties at Boeing. So difficulties at Boeing can also we can say that which difficulties are Boeing to handle this. So these are some challenges, some difficulties that Boeing can get, like technical challenges. Uh, mm, like additionally, the maintenance of older models of aircraft to meet modern safety standards can require additional engineering and strain on the finances of the company. So we got like three major challenges, like management challenges. We can say the regulatory challenges as well, and we can say that reputational challenges as well. So for the management challenges, the frequent evaluation of leadership skill in their managers have resulted in disruptions of strategic continuity and has created internal confusion in the company. Regulatory challenges the regular examination of the operation of the company by the regulatory bodies like the FAA has increased, requires Boeing to meet strict safety and quality benchmark to regain the trust of the public and the reputation in the global market. For the reputational challenges, the damage caused by the crashes of 77 Max continue to linger in the market affecting the reputation of the company. However, the company faces challenges in rebuilding trust among the airlines, passenger and the public, as it is a long-term process. Many rivals of the company, like the Airbus, have gained good market share along with the strong position in the industry by capitalizing on the setbacks of going. For the like recommendation and for the conclusion section, I would like to invite my colleague Emmanuel to sum up these in the presentation, and that's all for us. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Usman. Thank you, Usman. Before I move to the recommendations and the conclusion, I would just briefly like to look at some of the issues caused due to external factors. And looking at our range of research, we're able to draw from a wider source through academic, research organizations, through international organizations like the FFA and the internal investigations into the max crisis, as Usman had, and my other colleagues had earlier talked about. We also come across customer satisfaction data and also looking at regulatory insights from the US Senate and also the European aviation agencies. And these external factors actually have made Boeing to, come across with issues as our framework talks about. A cultural erosion at multiple levels had been seen, and also a growing disconnect between leadership and engineering teams. Also, there are solutions which we could provide for Boeing as a result of this and this high stake nature of aviation safety. So looking at some of the analysis we've been able to put up from our research, we've been able to explore options in short term by expecting Boeing to conduct independent audits on all major aircraft programs. And this would overhaul internal safety training for both management and technical teams. And in the medium term, Boeing could look at restructuring leadership to include more engineers and aviation safety experts by implementing transparent performance metrics tied to safety and not just about making profits. And in the long term, Boeing could invest in sustainable green aviation, like with the use of hydrogen electric aircrafts and sustainable fuel research. Boeing could also rebuild brand reputation through customer engagement and open innovations by receiving surveys and allowing customers feedback. The most valuable option, we believe, is for Boeing to actually transform their leadership and invest in innovation. By doing this, they could strike a balance between correcting both the internal issues and also creating a future phase business model as to correcting the external issues. And to the next slide, which is our major recommendations. We would look at Boeing to ensure a successful future and address all its problems. The company must be able to follow a comprehensive and proactive approach that includes prioritizing safety and quality, addressing customers' concerns head-on, fixing manufacturing and safety issues, improving internal communications channels, becoming a leader in green aerospace, which is a cultural and organizational transformation, partnering with universities for ethical designs and innovation, as universities are always engaging in researches. Boeing could tap into that source and ensure that they get some of these ethical designs and innovation, and also redefining rather its culture to prioritize safety, accountability, and transparency. We're looking at the investment in innovations. By investing in innovations, Boeing can focus on sustainable aviation methods, as I've earlier said, to have an environmental friendly aircraft. To summarize, or in conclusion, we can say that Boeing problem sourced from internal misalignment between leadership, priorities, and engineering ethics, as well as external shocks like market fluctuations and regular scrutiny. Um, Boeing is already known for its aerospace ability, but is facing challenges that are significantly affecting its reputation and its trust. And we must understand that no solution is foolproof, and no solution is a one-size-fits-all solution. So aviation is a volatile industry, and the future crisis may be technological, economical, or geopolitical. And Boeing must be able to adapt by learning. Some future solutions must evolve with events such as a shift in carbon policy, emerging technologies, and passengers' expectations after this post-pandemic. Um, One of the recent issues where there was a change in interest rates can also be seen like one of the factors that might be considered in the whole process of adapting to a new strategy for Boeing. Also, by analyzing their various strengths and weakness, opportunities, and the threats, the company should be able to implement measures for improvement by being sensitive to external changes. In all, we say that Boeing's future would depend on its ability to produce safety, innovative aircrafts, but on also regaining the trust of customers, regulators, and its own workforce. We have a list of references which follows the Harvard reference as required, by the University of Hertfordshire, and we have been able to follow the case guidelines to ensure that we go through this properly. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for listening.